Sometimes the best plans don't go as planned. Hey everyone, it's Winda from Windaful.com. Today I want to share something that caught even me by surprise. Switching from digital planning back to paper. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I have been digital planning since back in the COVID days in 2020. So for the last 4 years, I have been digital planning. I made digital planners, I made a lot of videos about it, and it did work for me for a while during that time. But recently, I found myself rethinking my whole approach to planning. So I don't know if you remember, but back in 2020, I remember everything just going digital. Kids were at home on their Chromebooks and everything was just digitized. I was running my business and blog, so everything was online. And I remember trying to keep some semblance of order in our lives. So that's when digital planning felt like the perfect solution. I could customize my layouts, I can have a million pages and have it not be bulky or not be able to fit in my planner because it was all digital, so I can have a 700 to 1,000 page planner and plan out everything in my life just digitally. And the best part was that it synced to all of my devices. So my iMac, my iPad, and my phone, all having the same exact planner on all those devices. It was like having a little piece of calm amidst all of the chaos going on in the world. But as time went on, I started noticing some things that weren't working for me anymore with my digital planner. I would open up my iPad and then instead of going straight to my digital planner, I would start scrolling on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. So what I thought was a tool to help me get organized was actually a tool for me to get sidetracked and to distract me even more from planning and getting my work done. And honestly, I was already using ClickUp and Apple Calendar for scheduling my tasks and events and everything. So using my digital planner became an afterthought. And then there were moments when I needed to jot some things down really quickly, and instead of having a place to quickly jot down my ideas, I would have to open up my iPad and then open up GoodNotes and then open up my planner. And it was just so many steps that I ended up not capturing that thought at all because I would just get distracted or lose my train of thought because I have a terrible memory. And I thought a digital planner would be the perfect solution for on the go, but whenever I was out and about and I needed to write down an event that was going to happen, I would quickly just go to my Apple Calendar and put in the event through there. And it was quick and easy. I could easily type it. What was the point of a digital planner if I wasn't even using it when I was on the go? So that's when I decided to go back to my paper planning. So this is what started my business in the first place. It's what got me organized in the first place. So I went back to what worked. So I pulled out my A5 Filofax. You've probably seen it in my older videos. I've had this for years. I don't even know how long, probably since 2016, which is about almost 8 years ago. So it only made sense that I should try to go back to what worked for me in the past. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you've probably seen me using this and using some cloth and paper subscription boxes and everything. So you know that I've been slowly making this transition for a while now. So now my days start with my Filofax. I get to use this beautiful Filofax. I also just got a brand new A5 Norfolk Filofax that I'm probably going to be switching to. The beauty is that all the inserts on the inside stay the same. It's just I'm just changing the cover. So I love being able to switch it up when I want to without having to actually change planners. I get to use my sticky notes again and all of the nice pens that are out there. And there's just something so satisfying about writing on paper. So I'm glad I had the confidence to make the switch. And let's just be real. When my iPad is out of battery, which is almost all the time, my Filofax is never going to let me down. But that doesn't mean that I've said goodbye to digital planning. You know that I am a ClickUp lover and I love my Apple Calendar, and I still love my digital planner for big picture stuff. Like I love using the A5 Filofax for daily planning and weekly planning and just tracking some stuff, but I absolutely love using my digital planner for storing longer term things because we all know that paper planning can get trashed, it can get messed up or ruined, but with digital, if there's something important, I can be sure that it's backed up on the cloud or just digitally stored somewhere. I can make copies of it and everything. So I really am going to try to stick to using my digital planner for memory keeping and for like my quarterly and yearly and weekly reviews because it's going to be an easy way for me to look back on everything and see the progress I've made. And I still love the fact that with digital planning, I don't need to have a million markers. I don't need to print out pictures. I don't need a bunch of decorations to decorate my digital planner when I'm memory keeping, which is the majority of what I was using my digital planner towards the end for. My digital planner is like a digital scrapbook where I can input all of my pictures in, write a little note about what we ate, what we did that day, just the little things that I don't want to forget in my day-to-day. This planner is solely going to be used for getting things done, and I will decorate from time to time just to keep me inspired to use it and because it's fun. But yeah, that's how I'm going to be trying to use my digital planner with my paper planner. I am using my paper planner for the day-to-day time blocking, getting things done, and just being able to brain dump all of my thoughts and just get things out on paper. So I do that every single night. I write down what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it, and it's just so easy to do it on paper without having to clutter up my Apple or Google Calendar. Doing it on paper just keeps me grounded and really productive. And my digital planner, on the other hand, is just going to be there for capturing memories and storing long-term reviews and the big picture planning. So it's really going to be the best of both worlds now. So switching back to paper planning wasn't something I expected to do, especially after being a digital planner for 4 or 5 years now. But I think it's the right choice for me. I love this hybrid approach. I love being able to use paper and digital and combine it in a way that works for me. My A5 Filofax is going to keep me grounded and it's going to help me to stay focused because I get distracted really easily. If you don't get distracted as easy, then maybe digital planning will work for you. But if you are like me, then paper planning is probably going to be a good solution for you. I hope this story helped you in thinking about your own system and what is working for you or what's not working for you. It's not about trying to keep up with the trends or trying to follow what everyone else is doing. You have to find what works for you. I found that even though I loved digital planning and the thought of it sounded so cool, it's just not working for me right now because I get distracted easily. So it's hard for me to shut that out when it's always on my iPad. I've tried screen time limits and everything, but it's so easy to just bypass it. So I think that's why I need paper planning so that I can just have it open all the time at my desk and keep me focused on what I should be doing. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want more videos about paper planning or digital planning or both. Until next time, happy planning.